Hello again, this is Mordenkaim, and welcome to Season 1, Episode 3 of Feed the Beast. And we left off just getting ready to go into the nether, so I've taken a little time to sort of kit up, and got some tools, got some weapons, got some cobblestone, got some doors. And my plan is to go through and to at least build a little building around the portal to get me started out, and then I'm going to do some exploring and find out exactly what the nether holds for me. So I'm going to go through now and we'll get started on that. So let's get through here. I want to at least dig a little area around the portal before I get too far into this, and give me a little gas-proof kind of room. It's also going to block pigmen from coming through my portal. So let's do that first. We're going to dig out around here real quick and just make a little pad so I can get in and around the portal and not have any issues finding my way. Then I'm going to start doing some exploring. So let's get this built first. Let me come out one more. Alright, and we'll place our cobblestone. And just keep it up along this way. And my goal, once I get all this done, is to at least get some glowstone coming in. I know I've seen some nearby, but I need somewhere to kind of call a home base, and that's what this is going to serve as. Get some glowstone, and then I can start doing some advanced circuits, and I'll really get started doing the machines, because then I'll have easy access to everything I'm trying to make here. So let's get this complete. I might run out of cobblestone, it looks like. May not have brought enough with me. Probably made that floor pad just a little too big. Oh well. There's my double doors are going to go here. And up here. Well, so I've got doors and I've got a cobblestone pad sort of and no walls. So we need to go a little further with that. I'll continue on with this, and probably I'll start doing some exploring before I come back, because really in the beginning there's not a whole lot, and then if I find something interesting I'll come back with you guys. But the ultimate goal is to get basic resources out of the nether, get myself started, and we'll go from there. So I'm not going to bore you with this first part where I'm getting set up, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing, and that's the whole point. So let me grab some of these blocks. I'll go back in there and I'll do some more building, and we'll pick back up after I get done with that, and maybe if I find something interesting in the nether. So until then, I'll keep working on my side, and we'll see you in a bit. I think we may have a pest problem here. I thought the pigmen couldn't spawn on cobblestone, but apparently they can, so I guess I'll have to change this to slabs so they can't spawn on it. I was out there, and these guys are jerks. Let me tell you what, man. I jumped on a little ledge. There may still be some mad at me out here, but I'll go out and look. Worst comes to worst, I get killed, I guess. Any of them running at me? Oh, no, looks good. I was out here on this ledge, minding my own business, mind you. Nothing too crazy. And there was a pigman on it, and I built out to it, but this was glowstone and netherrack. I jumped out next to him, landed on him, didn't hit him, and then he just started attacking me. I was like, man, I'm walking here, you know? So, I don't know, I'm not sure what their problem is, but like half of these guys started coming at me because, you know, they group up on you, and I had to hide in my little bunker over here and kill them off. Then I came back in, and I've got one standing in my bunker. So these are getting to be a nuisance. I'm going to have to do something about them, but for now, let me just see if I can get him out of there. Looks like he's taking a camping trip inside my little place here. Is he jumping between worlds? Oh, that's not good. Anyways, I'll come back and I will make this slabs. I'm not going to do it right now. It's just, you know, replace all these with slabs. If you guys haven't seen that, then you need to watch more videos. But, oh, my digger's back. That's where they are. So let me get this piece of cobblestone out. I'll put it back and at least keep the ones outside from coming in. And really what I wanted to get in here for was I got my glowstone, as you can see. I got a bunch of other powders that are back in my chest right now, so I'm not going to worry about those, but I will figure out what they do later. But it's time to get a few machines going. I found out that I need to do quite a bit more research on these mods, because I tried to do... There he is. Alright, give me a second. Kill me a pigman. Unless he runs from me. Oh, don't run. There you go. There you go. Okay. Digger's backpack. Give me this stuff. I think he knows I have a plan. He's like daring me to attack him. I know if I hit him back through there. Get out! Let me get up here. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, one down. Get out of my house. Alright, so let me make... we'll worry about them later. I'll play with this forever if I can do that. Alright, so what I did, I tried a few times to make a little short episode on this, and it was just so scatterbrained. I was like, alright, well, I don't know what I need to make this, and I don't know what I need to make this. So I finally have a direction. I did set down my generator in my back box, and I wanted to show you guys absolutely everything, but... you know, it's not that complicated to get this stuff set down. So you set your generator, you set your wire, and you set your bat box, and make sure that when you place your bat box, when you place it, this side's going to be facing you. That's the output side. So you don't want to put a power source into that side, or it won't work. And you want to power your machines from that side. So not that hard to deal with. But I also made myself a wrench. I didn't mean to, but I was just going to set out the recipe and show you guys. But it's just 2 diamonds. A gold bar and a wool, and you make this Omni wrench thing, and this thing is great compared to what I had before because it has no damage and no power, and it works on everything. So like I can turn that chest around if I want, or this furnace. It's a pretty cool little tool. So, and it's got unlimited uses, it looks like, so it's much better. 2 diamonds, a gold bar, and a cyan wool, or however you guys say that, this stuff right here, and it makes a great little tool, so it's worth having. So let's put that out here ready to go. And what I've done is I've gotten a few machines ready to go, and I'll place those now. We'll build them, and the first thing I'm going to start with is a extractor, because I want to be able to extract my my rubber a lot better, because I've got a lot of resin sitting in here, and I can get a lot more rubber out of that if I make an extractor. And like I said, I've got the power going, so let's make it real quick. It's going to take a machine block, a circuit board, and it's also going to take 4 tree taps. I think that's the whole recipe. Let me see what else we've got in here. So let's look up extractor just to be sure. I know I set everything out, but yeah. So you got the 4 tree tops, the machine block, and then the electronic circuit, and I've got everything together for those. So to save us some time, I'm going to be doing this ahead of time every time. So what happened there? Oh, came into my inventory. So I'm going to pick up the machine block right here. That'll make the machine block, and every time I have a machine block from now on, I'm not going to lay it out. I'll just have the machine block made, and then the circuit board is here, which I've also, from now on, I'll just make the circuit boards. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the tree taps in. So let's go here. What's going on with that? It's grayed out. That's better. Okay, let's make the machine block, which is just a square, and that makes the machine block. And then let's make the circuit, which should be the 6 copper cables, the refined iron in the middle, and then 2 redstone makes the electronic circuit. Then we're going to lay these out, 4 tree taps, electronic circuit and machine block. I always get them backwards. It's like trying to make a bow. There we go. So, got an extractor, and let's go hook that up. I need one more cable. Do I have one? I don't know for sure. We can always make more. I don't see one. I had a completed thing over here. Maybe it's in there. No. Alright, I'll have to make a couple real quick. Let's get some copper. 1, 2, 3. And then we need rubber, which is a component. Somewhere. Where'd I put that? I might have to cook more of that up, too. Alright. Well, I've got my wrench, so we can just go place it right off the output for now. It's a low voltage machine, and bat box is low voltage, so we should be able to do that. And then I can at least make my rubber, and then I'll use the wrench to pull it up. So we are powered. So let's get some resin, which I should have brought with me. And we'll put that in there and let it extract out at least, a stack or so. So I think I get 2 or 3 per, so let's just start with this 15 here. And we'll put that in there and we'll let that get started. And then we'll go back, and I think I have everything out I need to do to make a pulverizer. I'm not 100% sure, but let's start extracting and see how we're doing on the bat box. Pulling quite a bit of power. Looks like it's going to be about 2000 EU per extract. Let's put another coal in here just to be sure. In that one. And that'll power up that bat box. Keep it going. So we're actually gaining power as we go. That's good. And we'll let those go. And then the other thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and make a pulverizer, and I think I have a redstone engine to run it. That may or may not be enough, but I did find out that they use MJ, and MJ is Buildcraft engines. So I'm going to go ahead and build the pulverizer, which here's the machine casing. Let's go ahead and bring up the recipe so we can show you. Pulverizer, machine casing, and then the redstone reception coil. I've got both those recipes in there, and I've got the pistons made, and I think I have everything to make those. So I'm going to go ahead and make this, and I've also got what I need to make a redstone engine, which I think I'm going to make 2 of them. I did a little testing on this, and 2 of these powered it, but I still haven't figured out how to make it actually process ores. So I'm going to play around with that a little more, but for now I'm going to go ahead and make it and get it powered so it's starting to charge up, and we'll go from there. So let's make those. There's the casing. Here's the redstone receiver, I guess that's what that's called, and here's what we need for the pulverizer. So let's make the casing, which good luck getting this recipe right. Let's look that up. Machine, I'll just go ahead and look it up because I know I'm not going to get it right. I'm so bad at remembering what these are. Casing. Let's just do casing because I think I got that wrong too. Casing. Did I get that right? Or is it called frame? So let's pulverizer. Get back into this machine frame. So machine frame. There's so many pieces here. So frame, machine frame, right there. So gold in the middle, glass blocks, and iron. Okay, so I think the glass blocks were this way, the gold was this way, and then the iron was this way. Yep, there's our casing. Then the redstone thingy was like that. And then we had our 2 copper. The casing was in the middle. The redstone thing was down there. Piston was up top. And then we had 2 pieces of flint there. And that makes the pulverizer. Oh, wow. I almost remember that without looking it up. Okay, and then we have enough for redstone engines. So this is empty. Our redstone engines are here. We need to make 4 redstone gear or wooden gears. And then we'll do our engine layout, which I'll keep in there so I remember how to do it. So let's make our gears. There's our 4 wooden gears. And then we put the piston down in the middle, the glass in the middle, and wood across the top. So piston down below, glass in the middle, wood across the top. There. And then we need our gears here and here. That makes our engines. Now the last thing we're going to need is we're going to need a couple pieces of cobblestone to make switches. So let me get that. And I need wood, some sticks from wood, so let's get some sticks out of here, which I think I've got a few left. Just make 2 switches to power those engines for now. And at least get these created, then I'm going to play around with them a little bit off the air so we can... I picked it up in the digger's backpack, I think. No, I thought I grabbed some. Cobblestone? There we go. So take the cobblestone, take these, make some switches out of them, and then we'll go set this stuff up. So for now, I'm just picking spots here in the middle, and eventually, now that I've got that Omni wrench and I figured out how awesome that is, I will set them up in better locations once I have some basic setup. So pulverizer. I know the engines go in from this side, and I know if I start them up, get them running, I should start to see it powering up. So yeah, the MJ is starting to fill up there. And once these redstone engines get running, we should be in good shape. I'm going to have to play with the outputs and stuff like that, but at least I'm getting started on it. And one other thing I wanted to do was probably build a chunk loader for this area right here, which I'll just lay down. They're pretty easy to make, but I'm using up the diamonds I've got on hand. But it's basically an enchanting table, which actually, let me make sure I even have enough obsidian. I don't, so I need to get some obsidian before I'm able to do that. But soon we'll do a chunk loader, probably next time we come back. I got to gather some more resources for that, and we'll keep going from there. But for now, we've got our extractor set up, a pulverizer set up, and then once I learn to use that stuff, we'll start pulverizing the ores and get them. I may have to set up inputs and outputs. I'm not sure. I'll do some research on that, and we'll get back from there. But we got our glowstone, we got our some basic machines going, and I'm going to keep going. I think my ultimate goal is going to be, look at that, we got all that rubber. Ultimate goal is going to be, for now, is to get a semi-fluid generator running off of this creosote oil here, because it's we're starting to get quite a bit built up, and start charging this bat box off of that semi-fluid generator. I know to do that we're going to have to get a plate bending machine, which may be one of the next things I focus on now that we got some power going. So that'll be the next goal, and we will come back in a little bit to start with that. Alright, we're back. I wanted to give a little quick update here. We've got some new storage set up. I moved everything over from way down the hall because I was getting tired of running back and forth. So I've got all this storage set up here again, and I like how it turned out. It looks pretty nice, and I'll have to get used to where everything is. But I wanted to create a few items. I need to create an electric furnace, so I have something to cook over here, and I'm getting ready to do quite a bit of cooking, so I wanted to have that done. And I'm also going to try to up the power a little bit by maybe chaining some redstone engines. I had them back to back, but that was an old Buildcraft feature. You can't do that anymore. So I'm going to create a few more redstone engines and connect them to a gold transport pipe and see if that helps, or the gold redstone pipe. So I'm going to make that real quick, and then I'll probably end up breaking again to get all that set up, and ultimately get the plate machine set up, because I got quite a bit of cooking to do for that. And I've also got to do a compressor for that too, so I'll probably do both of those machines as well. So let's get started on that. This is the electric furnace, which is the iron furnace we had before, and then you just add an electric circuit like we made before and some redstone. So we'll grab that into our inventory here. This will be the gold transport pipe, and then we'll add a red piece of redstone to it to make it where it'll carry power. So we use that to transport MJ on like a circuit type thing, and I'm going to put 3 redstone engines on it and see if that increases the power to the machine. So let's go ahead and make those. So here's our electric furnace, and let's go ahead and make our transport pipe while we're in here, and we'll add the redstone right there. So we've got our one piece of golden transport pipe, and we'll see if we can increase our power that way. So what I'm going to do with that transport pipe is I'm going to take this engine off here, we'll attach the transport pipe or the conductive pipe instead, and then we'll put the engine here. I should be able to rotate that right. I think so. I'm not real sure. I'll have to play with getting that to connect, but I'm going to end up trying to connect all 3 there, and maybe it'll only be to the top. I thought it was just to this end before, but I'll do some research on that and see how they connect. But let's also connect the electric furnace, which I'll put here. We got that powered up, and we're ready to go on that, because I'm going to be cooking quite a bit of ore as we get this thing grinding it up. I'm waiting for the powder and stuff to finish, so it does take some time, and it's not quite ready yet. But I'm going to wait for this to pulverize, and we'll cook it in there. I'll go ahead and put what I have in, though, because it doesn't waste anything. So I've got my dusts container over here, and I'll grab all my iron, because I've got to make some refined iron for what I'm making, and we'll stick that in here and let it go. You can see the furnace is cooking away and taking our power for it. Now, like I said, the ultimate goal of this episode is we're probably going to get that creosote or the semi-fluid generator up, so we can use that creosote oil to power this bat box, and we're getting quite a bit of that from here. So that's probably going to be the goal of this episode, and we'll probably be pretty close to time once we get that done. So I'm going to go and work some more on resources, and we'll be back shortly. Alright, we're back. I just want a real quick point to make here, I guess, and it's that for some reason the redstone engines don't seem to be attaching. Now, the one thing I was missing was the wooden conductive pipes, and I do remember that from last time Buildcraft, well, that I played Buildcraft, but it seems like they've changed things a little bit because it doesn't seem like the redstone engines work. Like if I put it right here, and then I try to power this thing, it just doesn't start pumping, and I don't get any power here, so I did a little reading online and I found that Stirling engines are supposed to fix that, or any engine but the redstone engine, so I'm going to make a couple Stirling engines, which I've got laid out in our standard way here. Got to make a couple cobblestone gears, it's hard to say, for each of the engines, so I got to make 4 total because I'm going to make 2 engines. So let's go ahead and make those. So put it in here, and wood gears, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That will make the stone gears, and then we're going to take 3 cobblestone, or 3 sets of 2 cobblestone, 2 glass, 2 pistons, and we're going to throw it in here. 2 pistons, 2 glass, just like the other engines except for upgrading the materials. We'll do the same thing with a combustion engine. You just replace the stone with iron, and you keep working your way up through the gears. I'll still demonstrate it when it comes to be that time, but so there's our 2 Stirling engines, and then we're going to go put those on there and see what happens. Now, I know these things can blow up, so I moved it over a little bit because you never know when you're going to find out that you've overpowered these things. So, all right, let's put in a little bit of coal coke. I think that'll work on these, and then put some more coal coke on the other side, and we will power them up. Getting a little bit of lag here. All right, so I got another leather in here, and we're going to put it in here and start them up. Let's see what kind of MJ we get off of this thing. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, now we can pulverize. That's what I was hoping for. Alright, we're going to keep that going, and we will let it sort of do its thing, and that'll get us through this much faster with pulverizing. So, let's see, it should catch right up. Oh yeah, look at that. That's great. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll keep it going, and then we'll come back in a little bit once we've got everything we need for the plate bending machine going. Okay, we're back, and I've got everything I need together to do the plate bending machine. This has been working really well. It didn't take long at all to get all that stuff ground up and ready to go. That with the electric furnace, both were really good additions, so really made things a lot faster. So, and here I've got everything I need. Let's clear out some of this so we've got room to mess with it. And the first thing we're going to start with is compressors, and I actually need 2, but I'm just going to go ahead and make a 3rd one just so I'll have the machine. I'm going to need it for some other stuff, so I might as well keep it handy. Use it for a few recipes that are coming up, so it'll be good to have. So let's go ahead and make those. We'll make all 3 of them. And put them in here. Smooth stone along the outside. 3 machine blocks and 3 circuits. 3 compressors. So got those going, and then we need to make a conveyor for the plate bending machine, and that's this recipe right here. So you got circuits on the bottom corners, a battery, 3 refined iron, and 3 glass. So 3 glass, 3 refined iron, 2 circuits, and a battery. There's conveyor module. So we've got that, and then that all goes like so. You put the conveyor module there, 2 compressors there, and that's how you make the plate bending machine. So 4 pistons, 2 circuits, 2 compressors, and a conveyor module. Put that in here. And I am really starting to see how much copper we need. It's taken a crazy amount to make all these circuit boards. There's our plate bending machine. Alright, let's go put those down. And we'll put one here. And and the compressor here. Then I'm going to work towards the goal of getting the semi-fluid generator so I can start using this stuff up. It's taken quite a few steps, as you can tell, but we are getting there. We got the plate bending machine to make the plates. Looks like it's powered up. Don't really know how to use it yet, so we'll figure that out first. And the compressor will just come in handy. I don't think we need it yet. So what we're going for is this machine right here. So I've got to make refined iron plates, and I've got to make reinforced glass. I do that every time. Reinforced glass, what's a footbat, takes advanced alloys, which use the compressor. So that's why we needed the compressor. I knew there was a recipe coming up to make the alloys. So we'll go with that, and we'll be back shortly. Okay, we're back, and I think that we're going to try to make the semi-fluid generator, which will probably be the last machine of this episode. It's gonna go off of this creosote oil that's in here, that's being produced by the coke oven. We'll set it in here, and it should allow us to generate power for all these machines here. So let's go over here and take a look. And first thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to make an advanced alloy, and we do that out of making these three things into plates. So we'll go do that now. And once we make them into plates, we can then turn them into an advanced alloy, which will then allow us to compress them in the compressor. So this should be pretty quick. We'll throw a bronze plate, get that out of the plate machine, and then refined iron. And then after this we'll do the tin plate, and that will be everything we need to make an advanced alloy. So let's get those in there. And we'll run these over to the crafting table and sort of stack them up like so, and we'll get an advanced alloy. So, or I guess mixed metal ingot. Sorry, I got the name wrong. But we'll put that mixed metal ingot into the compressor, which will give us the advanced alloy. So let that compressor go. I need to take a check here on the bat box. It's getting a little low, so we'll probably put a piece of coal in here. That one piece of coal will go a long ways to get us full. So yeah, we're climbing good there. So let's let that compress. It's getting close. So let's make sure we're climbing. We got that does a good job of filling that bat box up. See there? So we'll get our advanced alloy out of here. There it is. And we'll take this back over the crafting table, and we'll use that to make the rest of our reinforced glass. So if we put it in here like this, that's our recipe for the reinforced glass. It's sort of a H shape with glass here, and then the two advanced alloys. So we make our H, and then we throw an advanced alloy on each side of it, and there we go, reinforced glass. So then we can take that and we can put it into this recipe, and that is the recipe for the semi-fluid generator, which is the last recipe that we'll be making in this episode. So we're going to have to get this stuff out of here. So let's grab the stuff for the recipe. We'll put it back in our inventory, and we'll go over to the crafting table, and we will call this ready to go. I'm not real sure why I'm putting these in stacks. Let's just put them together so we hopefully can remember the recipe. Alright, put it all in there, and let's make this thing. So generator down there, 2 circuit boards, reinforced glass in the middle, and then our refined iron plates around the top in a little helmet shape. And that's a semi-fluid generator. So put that in there, we'll go over and place this bad boy, and we'll finally get some alternate power going here. So let's right click it. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Oh, we need to put some cans in, it looks like. I've got them in here. So let's put some of these in here and see what happens. Looks like it's filling up a liquid or something. That's weird. I guess that's what's going to generate the power. Looks like it sucked all those cans in. I wonder how much it'll hold. Got to get some more creosote oil. Let's go over here. We'll grab some of that. To the left here. There it is. Grab our creosote oil, and we'll put some in there and see how much this thing will hold. So it looks like 16, yeah, and must be like a 10,000 cap or something. Okay, well that's cool. We're getting good power here, it looks like, and nothing's really running, so should fill that bat box up, and I'm not sure that we're going to need that generator. It'll just be like supplemental power. But yeah, it's pulling the liquid down pretty fast. We'll keep feeding this creosote in manually as we need to do stuff. At least we've got a way we can process from there. And That'll be good. So we're almost full there. Alright, well, this is a good source of renewable energy, and we'll keep going with it. It'll really help us in the construction piece of things. So my goal is to keep burning coke here, and we'll make the creosote oil, and ultimately we'll get these ores and stuff going. Looks like we got plenty of coal to work from here. So yeah, this should be a pretty good setup. We got our creosote coming out of here, so this will keep burning, put the creosote out, and we'll just keep filling our cans up. And then we should come over here, we'll get power from the semi-fluid generator, go through the bat box, and then into these machines. So that'll really help, I think, with construction and that sort of thing. We will probably call this episode here, do a little building on our side, probably get this spruced up a little bit, and then we'll be back to you with episode 4. We'll see you soon.